Hello there, we're Team Unstoppable Hulus. Please allow me to introduce you MindBridge. This is our team member. We have Harry as our project manager, Jinwen is our team lead, Fiona is design specialist, Yang is our research lead, and media creation Zheng Yu, secretary is Zoe, and marketing specialist Kevin. Our target users are international students who are under pressure in Canadian universities. They often have internalized shame due to cultural differences, language barriers, and self-stigmatization, which often delays or avoids professional help when seeking psychological support. In our personas, Harry and Aisha both face cultural dysnosis, language barriers, and emotional struggles such as anxiety and homesickness. Despite their motivation for growth and global exposure, they internalize stress and often avoid seeking help. These sheer challenges reflect the real psychological burdens many international students carry. We use three research methods: literature review, secondary research, and experts interview. Through literature review, we examine academic studies to understand the psychological barriers international students face, especially regarding stigma and depression. Secondary research added statistical evidence about low treatment rates, underfunded mental health systems, and help-seeking patterns among students from diverse cultural backgrounds. Experts interview further supported these findings, offering practical insights into how stigma, language barriers, and cultural mismatches prevent students from accessing support. In our literature review, we learned that many East Asian, South Asian, and the Middle Eastern students avoid seeking help due to stereotypes. Based on our secondary research, multilingual and culturally sensitive support improve help-seeking and academic success. In our expert interview, we learned that language difficulties and lack of trust in professionals reduce mental health service use. These insights work together to help us define the core user challenges and inform the development of solutions that are currently sensitive, low barrier, and align with students' real-world experience. Our initial low-fidelity prototype focused on AI companion therapy, aiming to support international students who often internalize shame and avoid seeking help. We thought an anonymous, always available AI could reduce stigma and provide comfort. However, through feedback from instructors and especially industry mentors, we realized that this approach had risks. Concerns were raised about AI's potential bias and ethical issues in handling sensitive content. This pushed us to rethink the role of AI. In the mid-fidelity version, we repositioned AI not just as a therapist, but as a supportive tool that identifies user cultural preference and emotional states, and then guides them toward professional human consolers. This shift made the design more ethical, realistic, and aligned with actual user needs. We also integrated insights from expert feedback to address gaps. For example, we introduced a campus dashboard that uses anonymized data to generate mental health reports. This gives schools the ability to respond early while protecting students' privacy. Through this iteration, we changed from a product focused on the user experience to a service that also empowers a larger support ecosystem. In the mid to high fidelity stage, we deepened our understanding of users through iterative think-out-loud testing and semi-structured interviews, while also incorporating valuable feedback from the industry partners. These insights directly shaped several key design improvements. One of the biggest problems users mentioned was how complicated it was to make an appointment. Our industry mentors confirmed that this is a common issue in campus mental health systems. Appointments take too long, and the process is stressful. So we added an integrated appointment feature that lets students easily book sessions and connect them with their personal calendars. This makes the process faster and easier. Another key point from our partners was about communication. Many international students struggle to express how they feel, especially when anxious or using a second language. To solve this, we added multilingual input, so students can choose between typing or speaking. This gives them more comfort and flexibility depending on the situation. Finally, our mentors suggest that students often lose motivation if they can't see their own progress. That's why we created a psychological growth report, which shows emotional changes and how active they're being in the community. This helps users feel a sense of achievement and encourages them to keep going. These changes weren't just about improving design, they were the result of real feedback from real people. By listening to users and industry voice, we were able to build a service that feels more supportive, more inclusive, and more practical for international students. In terms of service process design, we have constructed a set of service blueprints as a supporting framework. The blueprints covers the whole process from the initial contact with the platform to completing registration, receiving assessment, getting matching suggestions, and finally entering different service passes. By sorting out the interactions between the user-side interface layers, system logic, and support resources, the blueprint not only demonstrates the front and back-end linkage mechanism of the service, but also clarifies the behavior patterns and information flow of the students, schools, and counselors. At the sign-up stage, we design a clear and respectful term of service to ensure users understand how their data will be used, especially in a mental health context. Transparency builds trust, which is critical when addressing sensitive emotion topics. After signing up, users enter the AI-driven survey, where the system analyzes emotional and cultural patterns to recommend relevant resources or professional support. Based on the input, the system offers gentle guidance rather than a diagnosis, reducing pressure while still providing meaningful directions. To make this process more inclusive, we added a multilingual voice and text input option. This allows international students to express themselves comfortably, whether they prefer to speak or type, in their native language or in English, making the experience more accessible and less stressful from very first interaction. On the homepage, we focus on building a supportive community environment. The event suggestion features recommends on-campus or online activities based on user interests and emotional needs, encouraging social connection. Through community posts, students can share their feelings, tips, or struggles in a safe and a moderate space. We also highlight resources like meditation class, designed to help students manage stress and stay grounded through guided relaxation. In the psychological space section, we provide multiple ways for students to connect with support. The flexible appointment system allows users to schedule sessions at their own pace. For real-time connection, the FaceTime features and chat function offer both video and text-based conversation with counselors. On the profile page, users can also view their event status, helping them track progress and stay involved. For education platform, we provide schools with anonymized data reports that allow them to capture overall psychological trends for early intervention. By the end of the day, we hope this project can be a meaningful step toward breaking the cycle of silence caused by cultural stigma and limited support. By addressing the emotional barriers international students face, from internalized shame to fear of being seen as fragile, we've designed a system that lowers entry levels and encourages connections. Moving forward, we aim to expand the platform with more culturally adapted features, cross-campus integration, and partnership with mental health professionals to ensure long-term impact. Our goal is to create not just a product, but more understanding and a supportive service for international students everywhere. And that is all for our video. Thank you for watching. Your well-being matters. Be kind to yourself. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.